the way I am actively running out of video ideas, and I've only had this channel for a little over a month, is kind of sad, not even gonna lie. So hopefully I can figure something out. I guess this would technically be a reading vlog, right? Is that right? I really hope that's right. Anyway, I wanted to show you guys what I am currently using as a reading journal. It's actually just a journal I've had for years, and decided, you know what, it would be a great way to keep track of my monthly TBRs. Here's the thing is, back at when? February of this year, I wrote my TBR for the year. And thing is, at the time, I was not an adamant reader. Like, I was reading one book a month, if that. So I put 12 books, so that way I had one for each month, and that was my original goal. And then it took me like 6 months to finish one book because I just couldn't get into it. And then I got started watching booktube videos, specifically Haley Pham, and I don't remember what video it was she was doing, but she read a book called Five Survive by Holly Jackson, and her reaction to that book alone made me want to buy it, and I binged that in 3 days, which is really, really good for me. And then I just kept finding more books that I liked and reading more books and reading more books and reading more books a month. And then I eventually decided to start this channel. So I'm trying to find fillers to talk. Anyway, so the original 12 books on my TBR for this year was Unspoken, which is the book that took me 6 months to read. Untold, which is, if you saw my TBR jar picks my November reads video, you would know that that is a part of my November TBR. Which that book I actually DNF'd back in like August. Unmade, which is the 3rd book in that series. Daughter of the Pirate King, which you guys saw me read already, I think. In this video, you might not have. Anyway, King of Wrath, King of Pride, both of which I have not started. Snow Like Ashes, which is on this month's TBR. Ice Like Fire, which is obviously not been started, but that's the second in that series of Snow Like Ashes. Anyway, Yesterday, which is a novel, which I have no idea what it's about. Scarlet, which again, this month's TBR. Lady Thief and Lionheart, which are books 2 and 3 in that series. If He Had Been With Me, which is this month's TBR, on this month's TBR. This Delicious Death, and Faceless, which was in last month's TBR. So the books I've read already are Unspoken, Daughter of the Pirate King, and Faceless. So, and then this month I'm hoping to read Untold, Snow Like Ashes, and Scarlet, and If He Had Been With Me. So here's the thing, is I'm not going to do a December TBR video because the rest of the books on that list right there are going to be my December TBR. So, hold on. Where's my December TBR? There it is. Look, I made it Christmas colors. It's so cute. So basically what I do is I make the little top part saying what it was whenever I wrote it. And then I take one color and I write up here on TBR, and then these little check boxes, and then write the names of the books. So we have, what is that? King of Wrath, King of Pride, Ice Like Fire, Yesterday, Lady Thief, Lionheart, and This Delicious Death. And Unmade will also go on there if I do not get to it this month. I'm hoping to actually get to it this month, just so that way December is a little bit of an easier reading month, but you know, we're gonna see. And then on the other side, I take whatever the second color is and I write what I read, and then check boxes, and I try to make sure I make at least however many I originally put on the TBR. So, and then here, I'll actually show you. On here, I'm going to cover what I read because I got a little too ambitious and thought I was going to read everything. I did not. But this was for the October TBR one. But I wrote 6 out of 7. And like I said, I got a little ambitious. So like Overkill and Flamecaster were already checked off when I did not get to those. So, but yeah, that's just what I wanted to do. I'm going to go ahead and show what I'm doing as a reading journal for right now. I considered getting a bullet journal for it, but I've tried bullet journaling before. I did not stick to it. And also I just was like, do I want to put in that amount of effort when this journal is working perfectly fine for me? Not really. So anyway, so the books for this month are, a ribbon here for a reason, Kenzie, are Caraval, The Cruel Prince, Snow Like Ashes, Untold, Scarlet, Good Girl Bad Blood, which I already finished, If He Had Been With Me, and then the books that I have determined for me to read this month are all of those plus Assistant to the Villain and Apprentice to the Villain. So I'm currently reading Assistant to the Villain. I'm on page 140. And I'm hoping to get through it fairly quickly. I say like it hasn't taken me a week already to read. But to be fair, I also read another book with it, which was Good Girl Bad Blood. So anyway, yeah. I just wanted to share that. You guys are probably getting me so bored with this, but it's my channel, my rules. So no, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna text my friend and ask her to choose my next read after that, though, because while it would be easiest to just read Apprentice to the Villain, I've read a lot of fantasy lately and I kind of want a break. So gotta move my markers. So these are the two I'm deciding between, which is funny because one of them is, I'm pretty sure, fantasy. Anyway, which is If He Had Been With Me and Scarlet. But I saw this video where this girl like went in on like Instagram and did the like color dropper thing where it like takes the color of whatever the object is and you can use that to like color over things. And she basically like had Instagram do a blind pick. So that's what I'm gonna do to my friend, and then I'm just gonna give emojis to words to give her hints. So, and we're gonna see what she picks, because if I just send her pictures, like a picture of both the books, she's gonna pick this one. I know she's gonna pick this one. So we are going to see really quickly what she picks. Hello, the hair? What the? Anyway, so I've actually got my girls group tonight, which is where my friend who let me borrow this book, where I know her from, and good news, I finished it. 4-star, so pretty high. I think the banter between the two of them is really cute. I think that the, like, I don't know, I would say slow burn romance, because like there's a little bit of romance there. I like the way that Evie and the villain feel like they can be vulnerable with each other. It's just really, really cute. The fact that both of them trusted each other with their backstories, like, that is so sweet in my opinion. I love the grumpy sunshine. I feel like I don't want to say he had every right to become a villain, but I understand why he is hurt and why he is the way he is. Evie, on the other hand, I feel like either because of her time with the villain, she lost herself and became kind of dark. Meanwhile, like, you know, he's just vibing and doing his own thing. So it's either that, or she, like, this awakened something in her. Like, that's one of the two things. Just because of certain things she says, which I'm not gonna say for spoilers, but I don't know. Overall, pretty good read. I'm excited to read Apprentice to the Villain. My friend got back to me, and I actually sent her this photo. Sorry, I just got a random notification. My friend actually, I sent her this photo. If I remember to edit this in, I should. I really hope so. Future Kenzie, edit this in. Anyway, and I was like, oh, blindly pick, like, the emojis are all the hints you get. And she goes, the blue one. And I was like, oh, okay. So then I sent her this photo with the blue one circled. And she was like, oh my gosh, I read that. I love that book. And thing is, the whole reason I bought it was because she told me that she read this book and she loved it. So I'm excited to read this. I'm kind of scared though, because I know a lot of people like cry during it. I'm actually about to start chapter 3. So, but I'm scared, but I also have high hopes, but I'm also scared because I don't want to cry. But anyway, so I've got my journal here. And I have this page where it's like books read in 2024, and then it's got the star ratings on the side. So I put Assistant to the Villain at a 4. And yeah, I'm just excited yet scared to see how this one goes. Okay, bye. I literally just ended the last clip. Anyway, also while I was reading it, I found this playlist on Spotify. I'll have it linked either in the description or in the comments below, depending on when I remember to link it. But anyway, yeah. And it was just really fun, and like listening to some of the songs while reading, like some of them matched with the scenes so well, which was so funny. Like, it's not like it meant to do that, but it was just, it was funny to me. Anyway, okay, now bye. Okay, so I just got back from my girls group, and we had a lot of fun. We just talked about random things, and we painted jars. This is what mine looks like. It's so cute. And then at the top is pink with blue lettering, and the blue lettering says TBR jar. Because I thought this would be more fun than the one that I have now. Which I'll probably find something to use this jar for, honestly. But that means all these prompts, plus these ones, plus the one I'm about to add, are all going in here. And I will not be using this jar for a little bit. As I mentioned earlier, I already have my TBR picked out for December, basically. Old TBR jar. Anyway, but I really quickly wanted to share what all the prompts are, because I just realized I don't think I ever shared what the different options are. The only ones you will not see are the ones that I did for my November reads. And I actually also just added some new ones today, something like that. I don't know. Also, which if I already said this, then when I'm editing this video, I will cut this part out so I don't repeat myself. But I was awoken twice this morning by my cat. Once was because he wanted treats at 5 a.m., so he decided to chew on the cords to my TV. So that was annoying. And then, what was it? What was it? It was, around 9, I think. And see that window right there? Yeah. My bed is behind me. He was on my bed, or at least that's where I assume he was. I was asleep. And I wake up enough to hear meow, meow. And I'm like, what in the world? I look up. He apparently decided to try and jump out the closed window. Or like sit on the ledge or something. But like the ledges are like that thick. So he can't fit. But I just look. And he was just hanging on to the curtain and looking at me like, I've made mistakes. Mistakes have been made. So, just thought I'd share that about how weird and just strange my cat is. Sorry, I'm like sorting through these. Okay, so let's see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 new prompts. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have plenty of reasons to use this TBR jar. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 old prompts. So that's actually not bad at all. They're like fairly close. But I really quickly wanted to go through what each of them was, just so that way you guys have an idea for future TBR jar videos. As I mentioned earlier, I will not be using her for December. So, just gonna really quickly just read them off. Alright, so we have Dad Chooses, you can't even see that. Has been turned into a show or movie. Cat Chooses. Friend Choose, which you guys have seen. Lowest rated on Goodreads. On the original TBR for the year, so like I mentioned earlier, I had a TBR set up for the entire year. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do that again at the start of next year. Anyway, a book that has been on your TBR for over a year. A book with an ugly cover. Random number generator. A book with a beautiful cover. Oldest book you own. Highest rated on Goodreads. A classic. A book that is a part of a series. And random color. So we're just gonna fold all of these up and put them back in the jar. Come on guys, you're going to a new home. Ah, I'm so excited because like I was running out of room in the other jar. I couldn't mix it up very well. But I'm so excited. And like I have at least one video idea picked that I'm going to use the TBR jar for. So I'm super excited for that. I don't know when I'm going to be able to do it though. A few things are going to have to factor in. Also, if I did not already say this at some point in this video, this is my official telling you guys I am on a book buying ban until I get through my physical TBR. Which out of the ones that are not currently on this month or next month's TBR, I only have 11. So that's not bad. Anyway, now for the new prompts. And these ones I did to kind of get out of my comfort zone a little bit because I feel like I tend to stick to one genre or like one area. So I kind of want to switch it up a little bit. So we have Brother Chooses, Someone Else's 5-star, Pinterest Chooses, Colleen Hoover, Stranger Picks, which if I do that one video I'm talking about, you'll understand what this prompt is. a sad book, a color in the name, under 300 pages. You can't even read that, so I'm just naming them off. Over 400 pages, has a place in the title, mystery or thriller, self-help or memoir / autobiography, a romance, sci-fi, random emojis. So basically I would have like, I don't know, either someone would pick an emoji, or like I would have a wheel of emojis or something, and whatever the emoji was, I have to like choose a book that corresponds with that emoji. Anyway, but I'm actually going to add 2 new prompts. Well, sticky note pad, because at least next year I definitely want to get out of my comfort zone with my reading. So we're gonna add Stephen King, not that you can see that. And because I was suggested this author, and I've never read one of her books, Nora Roberts. So, which honestly I could probably ask my mom for, because I'm sure she has plenty of Nora Roberts books. She loves Nora Roberts. So, but anyway. Okay, so she's about half full, so we have plenty of room for shaking her up. And she just looks so cute, and just, it's nicer than seeing just a bunch of random papers in here. So, but I can shake it up. Take the lid off, which it'll actually be easier because I can like put the lid back on, quickly do, oh my gosh, this is gonna be so much easier. And then I can put my hand in, pull out a prompt, just for the fun of it. We're gonna see what this is. Color in the name. I'm not actually gonna do it, but, well, actually that can pick my read for after if he had been with me, because Scarlet happens to be a shade of red, so that's the book I'm reading after if he had been with me, apparently. And then of course I still have the prompts that I did for this month's TBR. I don't remember what they are, so future me, put them here, and what books I chose for them. But anyway, yeah. Just gonna screw that back on, and I don't, actually, this can be for the leftover papers, because I'm probably eventually going to reuse them. But I don't have anywhere to put them right now, and I don't want to put them back in the jar already, and then it constantly being repetitive like every single month. So, okay, I'm gonna read now. I decided to make coffee and show you my coffee recipe. So here I'm making a white strawberry mocha. At the bottom of my glass, I just put milk, strawberry syrup, white chocolate syrup, mix that up a little bit, and then add ice and coffee. I made the coffee earlier and then stuck it in the fridge to cool it down. I normally just use like the Black Rifle K-Cups, so, but yeah, super quick and easy. I fell asleep in my jeans last night. Also, it's like 5 p.m. and I'm drinking coffee, which you should have seen my coffee recipe earlier, hopefully. Some good coffee. Anyway, I made it to, what did I make it to last night? I don't think I made it very far last night in this book. I'm literally on chapter 3 still, so. But anyway, I'm like... You can see my cat making biscuits on his pillows in the mirror, and it's so funny. So if you're wondering what he's doing, he's making biscuits. Hard worker, although he loves to sleep a lot. He'll sleep on the job sometimes, but, you know, he will take it for $15 an hour if you want to hire him. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I think I'm just scared to read this because I've heard so many people cry while reading it. So I'm scared to read this. But, excuse me. But I want to go ahead and get through my November TBR as much as I possibly can. So I am going to... Also, I know I show these off every time I get the chance, but this is a bookmark my mom crocheted me. It's so cute. Anyway, I think I'm going to choose a random page that I have to read to today. Okay, that page is giving me 103, and it's going to be starting chapter 21. So that is where I have to read to today. So let me just do that. And I'm on page 10. So that's 92 pages. I think I can do it. We're going to do it. I think I can do it. Okay, so unfortunately I'm going to have to end this video here. I'm on page 64, which is chapter 14. So I haven't made it very far. Right now, my prediction is... So I'm pretty sure that... Okay, so like the tragedy that everyone talks about is at the beginning, and then there's like a whole backstory as to like what led up to it and everything. And right now, my prediction for Autumn with her boyfriend is that he's going to be upset that she won't take the next step with him. And he's going to get all mad and either break up with her or cheat on her. So, some future video you will find out if my prediction is right or not. Or if you've read the book already. Or if you end up reading the book. So, but that's my prediction right now. So, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's kind of short and not like my other videos, but I think I want to try and do more reading vlogs just because I feel like doing different challenges and stuff like that can just get kind of boring. And it's like, rather than a book channel, I'm like a book reading challenge channel. So, yeah, but I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to hopefully finish this book tonight, even though I'm only on page 64 out of, like, 400, I think, is what it says on Goodreads, but I'm going to get as far into this book as I possibly can, maybe do some diamond art. I have to fold laundry. Anyway, I will see you guys sometime later on. Bye. Also, side note, if you have any like ideas for intros or outros for me to do, please send them my way. My cat's staring out the window. It was funny, he was staring out the window earlier and I just hear meow, 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 and I'm like, what is happening? And yes, I'm talking about you. And I look out the window, there was a cat out there that he normally is not happy to see, so I don't know. I guess he wanted to brag. I don't know. But anyway, I will see you guys later.